Alex O'Connor. This video is for you. I just wanted to record this. I'm a total nobody. My name is Christian Black, and I am a Christian, just like my name. And I just wanted to make this video, first of all, to let you know that I'm actually super entertained by your YouTube channel. You have some really awesome videos on there. Secondly, I wanted to let you know I just love how deep you get. I love the deep discussions that you have. I love that you talk about consciousness from so many different perspectives, especially because of the fact that I've experienced seizures. I've experienced unconsciousness. Well, you can't experience it because you're not conscious for that. But I've heard so many different perspectives about it. And I've struggled in my faith about consciousness in a lot of different ways. But I wrestle with these questions philosophically, and I do believe that we actually should engage in a manner that's intelligent about these types of topics, instead of just assuming things shallowly to be true based upon how we were raised and whatever. I was an atheist when I was 13. I was an atheist for a little over a year and a half. Not quite 2 years, but staunch atheist. But I ended up coming to believe in Jesus over for a lot of reasons, and I would love to have a discussion about that sort of thing. As you know, I'm not a big name or anything like that, so. But that's why the third topic I want to mention is how I would love to have a discussion with you, and I'm not even looking necessarily for a debate. I'm just looking for like an actual genuinely friendly discussion, because I don't really know anybody who's willing to have deep discussions about topics that are involving philosophy and how life, what the nature of life is, what the nature of reality is, and what is at the heart of reality, and what is the purpose of reality, and what is the purpose of matter, and what purpose do human beings serve in a physical world, and are human beings merely physical, or are brains actually just mediators between an unphysical consciousness that in and of itself is a very core part of our person and our body, which by which that consciousness is able to exhibit itself in a form that makes it able to be related with, and makes it able to relate to other things on the earth and stuff like that. I just love having discussions like that, and so if we could have that kind of discussion, I would just dig it. It'd be amazing. But then also, I just want to recommend something, and this will weird you out, Alex, but I just because you may or may not have ever heard of this person before, but I want to recommend an author who he has passed away. So I personally believe that his conscious experience is continuing unbodily right now in an invisible world that is a place where God is much more substantially experienceable, and that's what I believe is taking place with him right now. But he passed away in 2013, and his name is Dallas Willard, and I just want to share a particular talk that he gave, but I also would like to share with you in general his views about Christianity, which I believe are the closest to what actually Jesus himself taught. And I know you've probably heard so many people boldly claim that what they were talking to you about was what Jesus himself actually taught, or the closest to what Jesus himself actually taught. But I'm just going to be another one of those bold people. But I am actually serious on this. If you actually examine all the things that Jesus himself talks about, if you actually examine all the things that Paul the Apostle talks about, and how the two intertwine, and how the two are actually totally able to overlap with one another in perfect harmony, the core of the actual message of Jesus and the good news that he preached, you'll get that from Dallas Willard and his vision of what the Christian life really is. And so I'd like to just recommend him to you, but I also just want to recommend myself to you, because I would love to have discussions with you about just what you have what the conclusions that you've come to in your intellectual search, which I admire. I love your intellectual search, and I love when people are actually really thinking for themselves. And you are one of the people out there doing that. And so I just thought I'd reach out to you. I hope, in the hopes that maybe we could talk sometime. We don't have to do it over YouTube or anything like that, but if we could just have like maybe a personal discussion or something like that, that'd be wonderful. I don't know how we could even begin to initiate that, but if we could maybe even just email back and forth every now and again, that'd be super cool. But I would love to ask you questions. I'd love to have you, because you're just a curious person, I'd love to have you ask questions, and I would love for us to just engage in discussion. And so I just thought I'd put that offer out there, and thank you so much. You have a wonderful day, Alex.